Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery. Anthony here, and in this video I'm going to be comparing Limbsavers to Popsockets, or these are some knockoff brand called Spinpop, but same concept. These go on the back of your phone, these are designed to go on your limb. But I want to see if these have any kind of vibration and sound dampening, because I know these do. I will also be running my bow without them at first as a baseline test to get like our bass sound, and hopefully you can see some of the vibration pre-installing the pop sockets, and then see once we install the Limbsavers if there's an additional dampening. We're going to be taking off the pop sockets to install the Limbsavers, so it's not like we're doubling up. So I'm interested in seeing what happens with this. Other than that, we got some isopropyl alcohol, and we're going to be cleaning our limbs so that we can install both of these on correctly. And I'm going to be just going by, well, what my coach recommended and kind of what they have on the back here on the back of the Limbsavers, the directions they supply. For this, we're going to be putting them about here on this limb. I know some people run them higher, but this area of the limb here is pretty popular. So that's where I'm going to be installing mine. And we'll see. I don't know. I think the Spinpop ones are going to be close to the Limbsavers, but I think the Limbsavers are still going to be better because they are designed to dampen the limb and take out vibration, where the pop sockets, even though there's rubber in there, it's really just to be attached to your hands so you can hold your phone easier. We'll see though, and that's the point of this video. Let's get started. Alright, so we have everything set up. We got our audio ready. We're going to be doing our first baseline test. So I'll be shooting the gray AIX with the Win & Win NSG limbs here. No dampeners on them, as you can see. This is to provide us with a bass sound. What does this bow sound like undampened? And then from there, our next test will be with the Spinpop phone things. And we'll give that a try. Next, we do got a little bit of wind, so I'm going to try to shoot when there is none, so that way we can get the cleanest sound possible. I would say the only place better than this would be in some kind of like recording studio with a ton of sound dampening. That would take the cake. But that's out of the budget. So let's go. That was number one, and we're going to shoot a second one just for safety precautions. Two audio clips are going to be much better than one. Alright, so those are our two shots without any dampeners. Went pretty well. Now I'm going to clean off the limbs with the isopropyl alcohol. I'm supposed to have 92%, but I got 70. Thus is life. I'll make it work, and we'll be back with some spin pops on here and see how they go. So we have our pop sockets installed, top and bottom. Donuts on the bottom. The Galaxies up top. They do pop, as you can tell. Look, ta-da, ta-da. Okay, but with that, that gives me the idea that I should probably shoot. Oh, I broke it. No, I didn't break it. Not yet. Anyway, we'll figure that out before we shoot the arrows. I think I'm going to shoot 4 arrows in total. 2 with them closed, and then 2 more with them out. I'm curious if there's different sounds between them being out and them being in, and then we'll proceed on to taking these things off and putting on the Limbsavers and see how they perform. Aha, I have them. Right. Arrow number 1. Okay, they didn't open up on that shot, so that's a good sign. We'll see what the second one does. And I honestly haven't noticed a vibration difference. Maybe minimally. I think it's going to come down to audio. We'll see if the audio is different. We got a vehicle going by. 1 minute, please.
More dirt.
All right. So there we have it. Now let's pop these out. It's kind of ridiculous. And they're springy, and this inside here is, well, it's plastic. I was thinking it was going to be rubber, but anyway, they do want to bounce. We'll see if that takes out some vibration. And these were the bargain ones too. I wasn't spending more money on the name brand. I don't know, it just seemed kind of ridiculous to begin with. Oh, that was hideous. Oh, that was terrible. That was counterproductive. You know, let's try one more. Alright, that's kind of ridiculous. It's time to take these off and put on the Limbsavers. By the way, this is no ad for Limbsaver or anything. This is just my own curiosity on how this works. If they wanted to sponsor this video, that would be great. Because, you know, these things cost money, but it's fun to do. So, you know, there's that. But yeah, let's take these off and actually try out a product designed to dampen your limbs and take out vibration and quiet them down. The Limbsavers, and they're the Broadbands. So, all right, so we've installed the Limbsaver Broadbands onto these Win-N-Win NSG limbs. Measured it all out. They're looking good. The Spinpops were pretty easy to take off. These puppies usually stick on pretty good. I did my best to follow the directions. I let them sit for their 5 minutes. So they should be good to go. So let's shoot some arrows for science. All right, I think we're good. Let's give this a go. We're gonna do 2 arrows again, just like we did all the others. Oh, all right. That's definitely quieter. That should be a noticeable difference. I can't wait to compare all these audio tracks together. Okay, second shot. Quiet. All right, so there we have it, and now it's time to go and analyze the data we've collected and see who the winner is. At this point, you know, not knowing, I would say the Limbsavers are going to make the bow the quietest. It feels quieter. It feels like there's less vibration too. The Spinpops were definitely worse when you had them popped out. And then when they were popped in, I really didn't notice a vibration difference. And from being behind the bow, I really couldn't notice a sound difference. But we'll see. The audio I have is pretty sensitive. So we'll see if there's a difference in the waves. And then we'll check that out, and well, I'll probably wrap that up from my desk. Alright, so we're at the Sure Shot Archery desk. I got my headphones on so that I can hear what's going on. Of course, you guys get the luxury of all of this being put together. So let's start off with our no dampener baseline test. For all of these, I'll have a full speed, the regular speed you heard it at in the video of me shooting, and a slowed down version that's slowed down to 20% of the normal speed. So it's a lot slower. So first, no dampeners at all. Quick, sharp sound. Let's hear it in slow motion. As you can see, some noise was definitely generated from this, very loud, and then it quieted down pretty quickly. Let's see how that compares to the Popsocket closed. This is when it was flat on the limbs, and that was kind of quick, so let's slow it down. And as you can see, not much change. Still a lot of noise going on. It does drag out a little bit longer, so I feel like it maybe took it down a little bit noise level wise, and then just stretched that out further. Shooting it, I honestly didn't really notice any difference. It does look like there's some kind of difference when you compare the two. So let's hear the two back to back. First we'll do Popsocket closed, followed by a little break, and then the clip of the bow without the dampener. Let's see how that sounds. From here, not looking at the audio clips, in my ears they sound basically identical. They do look a little bit different, but not much of a change. It almost looks like it's louder without the dampeners in some situations. There's more higher peaks and valleys. Let's continue on with them open. Ooh. And even in slow motion, it's still rough. Popsocket open definitely doesn't work. Ton of noise, and it just it made the whole shot feel really sloppy and kind of terrible. So that moves us on to our last option. Let's see how the broadband works in comparison to the first one with the Popsocket closed and with no dampener at all on the limbs. Whoa, that was quick and very quiet. Let's hear it in 20% of the speed. Even from the slow motion clip, or slow sound clip, I guess. There is visual, but it is definitely quieter. Let's hear that back to back with the other clips. So first it's going to be the no dampener sound clip, followed by the Popsocket closed, followed by the Limbsaver Broadband, and they're all going to be at normal speed, and hopefully you guys can hear and see the difference between the three. First two sound basically identical, even with these headphones on. The third one is definitely distinctively different. It's a quieter sound, and as a shooter, it feels like a smoother shot. Maybe it's not dampening the bow that much, but between muffling the sound and maybe removing some vibration from it, again, that wasn't the test that we were doing, it definitely made for a smoother, quieter shot than what the Popsocket could offer. So with that, I would have to say the Limbsaver is still a much better investment. That was probably the best horse to put your bets on out of the three to begin with, because it is a product designed for archery. The other thing is not. But then again, it's fun to compare, especially for things that look similar. And it's nice to see if they actually work the same. And for this, no, you're better off with an actual dampening product that's designed for your bow, not something that just kind of looks like one. Alright, so there's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this Limbsaver versus Popsocket phone thingy, and the comparison. Does it work as a alternative to a Limbsaver? Well, you have your answer now. So thank you so much for watching. please like and subscribe. Share this around. I love to hear everybody's feedback on it. This is just a fun, kind of sciencey video, and I'm just trying to fulfill my own curiosity about this. Who knows? Maybe Limbsaver will want to supply some products in the future and we can do some more videos. Who knows? Happy shooting!